Welcome to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermillion and Yankton. Also here on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube. We are in Sioux Falls at Sioux Falls Lutheran, Class B team, who's a fairly new program. I think this is their 5th season in basketball. They had their first season of football this year, so it's a fairly new program all the way around, and so still building. So should be an interesting matchup tonight. A lot of new starters, a lot of new varsity members for this team, so the Tanagers are looking to get their season off to a good start. The Tanagers usually started their seasons with South Sioux City. Due to South Sioux going up a class in Nebraska, they had to change their schedule just a little bit, so this became a different kind of matchup for the Tanagers, so they had to find a replacement, and they did, and this is the matchup we have. So Vermillion, again, I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of Vermillion Tanagers Athletics, alongside Tristan Nelson, and to my left is Carson Felstad, who's been nothing but a help. So if you ever up in Sioux Falls and you're at Lutheran School, he's a freshman, so just look him up. Seems like a good kid, so yeah, and we're going to try to get him on some stuff if we're up here again for some other stuff. So maybe even in the spring, if we're doing softball, we do a lot more up here for that. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys are having a great night. I know I am. Time is precious. Time is beautiful, and so are you. I know that sounds goofy, doesn't it? It does, because I'm a little bit hyped. I don't know why, but just feeling good today. It's great to get this basketball season underway. Also here on Vermillion Streaming, on another channel, on another stream, you will have here a little bit later the Vermillion Tanagers and the Mitchell Colonels, as the girls are in Mitchell for that At the Corn Palace. So we'll be bringing you that as well. All right. Well, I tell you what, just a reminder of some of our sponsors. Our pregame show sponsors brought to you by Carlson's Body Shop of Beersford, your complete car care center for almost 70 years. Now, first up will be JV. I'll do play-by-play for the JV action as well. And then we'll have our varsity action after that. So should be a good night of basketball. You know, hopefully the weather holds out and we're able to get down and where we want to be. But during the pregame or between games, we will have interviews with both coaches for you, as we had a chance to sit down with both of them, Coach Drake and Coach Becker. So excited for that as well. Again, Vermillion coming into this season, coming off that state tournament berth last year, looking to get back to state, and it begins here. So we will be back shortly. We'll talk about the varsity lineup. We'll also take a look at some of the records or the rankings from throughout the state, as the Prep Media Poll was released earlier this week. All right, again, I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of Vermillion Tanagers Athletics. We'll be right back on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, your home for Tanager Athletics, and Vermillion Streaming on YouTube.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you got to call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Candies Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candies Couture, 17 West Main Street.
Welcome back to the Carlson's Body Shop pregame show. We are pregaming the JV game, and then we'll pregame the varsity game as well. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Tristan Nelson. We are in Sioux Falls at Sioux Falls Lutheran, a pretty new school in South Dakota. They've been around about 4 years, since 2020 in this main building, and they've had 4 or 5 additions since then, they've said. And so this is a very young basketball program as well. So it should be an interesting matchup. They're a Class B school. Vermillion's Class A, so we will see if that makes a difference. But let's take a look at some of those classes around the state, as tonight, this week, they did release the rankings, the first South Dakota Prep Media preseason poll. And in first place in Class A, where Vermillion resides, number 1 is Sioux Falls Christian with 8 first-place votes, 64 total points. In second is Hamlin with 6 first-place votes and 62 total points. And then Dakota Valley in third with 31, Rapid City Christian in fourth with 23, and Pine Ridge in fifth and 16. I think Pine Ridge is going to do better than people think. Marvin Richard III is just a talent, so I could see them. I put Pine Ridge more in the third place right now, but also receiving votes are Lennox, Sioux Valley, Del Rapids, Vermillion receiving 1 vote, and St. Thomas More. So that's a look at your Class A preseason South Dakota Prep Media Poll. Let's take a look at Class AA. Class AA, the big boys. Class AA leading the way with all 13 with actually 13 of the 14 first-place votes is Mitchell. Mitchell with a total of 69 points. Washington in second with 49. In third, Lincoln with 24. Huron in fourth with 23, and O'Gorman in fifth with 15. Also receiving votes, you had Brandon Valley with 14, Harrisburg with 9 total points. One of those, though, was a first-place vote. So that is kind of an interesting dynamic. And then also Sioux Falls Roosevelt with 4 and Sioux Falls Jefferson with 3. So let's take a look at Class B, the South Dakota Prep Media preseason poll. Leading the way is Castlewood with 8 first-place votes and 62 total points. Viborg Hurley in second with 5 first-place votes and 60 total points. Gregory in third with 27. Del Rapids St. Mary's in fourth with 26. Wessington Springs in fifth with 15. Also receiving votes, Howard with 11. DeSmet receiving 1 first-place vote, 6 points overall. Aberdeen Christian with 2, and Leola Frederick area with 1. So thank you for joining us here on the Carlson's Body Shop pregame show. This is Tanager football brought to you by First Dakota. Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. All right, we're about a minute away from tip-off. I don't believe they'll announce starting lineup, so we'll have to kind of get that as we go. But Vermillion, of course, is coached by Jay Drake. Assistant coaches are John Roovers, Louis Budmeyer, and Connor Rohrig. Connor Rohrig, who graduated last year, is a freshman at USD. Managers are John Manning and Reed Roovers. Cheerleaders, Coach Linda Alvey, Ali Big Crow, Adele Mawald, De'Ara Taylor, and Grace Wohl. Head coach for the Eagles, for varsity, Kent Becker. Assistant coaches, Michael Nedick and Nathan Gilster. So we are getting ready here. And so we will be keeping a scoreboard up here for you. So give me just a second. We'll get that pulled up. So should be a good matchup. Leading the way for the Tanagers this season, varsity-wise, will be, of course, Trey Hansen, Carter Hansen, and Landon Cerny. Also contributing this season for Vermillion will be Luke Jensen, Gabe Larson, some of the seniors like Carson Preister, Sean Doan. Expect to see some contributions from Cade Roovers, Trenton Thomas. He saw some action last year. So it should be an interesting season for this Tanager basketball team. All right, we're getting ready to start here. Again, our scoreboard sponsor is Masaba. For more than 60 years, Masaba has been a trusted leader in American-made conveying, crushing, screening, and washing equipment. Now, we're going to try to do replay. It's not as easy in basketball, but our replay sponsor is Pied Piper of Vermillion. They recently celebrated their one-year anniversary in Vermillion and look forward to serving you. So jumping for Vermillion will be number 20, Grant Rohrig. Jumping for Sioux Falls Lutheran will be number 44, Peter Samp. I wonder if he's related to Raleigh Samp. Raleigh Samp was the chief of staff for former Congressman Ben Rifle of the Ben Rifle Middle School here in Sioux Falls. All right, we are getting ready to tip off. Again, thank you to Tristan for joining me tonight, running the camera. And Vermillion does win the tip. Here's Grant Rohrig over to Spencer Blanchette. Blanchette up with the right hand. Ooh, unable to contain the layup, but rebound by Henry Orr, up and in, makes it 2-0 Vermillion. Just 30 seconds in. There's a steal for Vermillion. Blanchette over to Cameron Bottleson. And that goes out to Daxton Christensen, misses the long three, and that will be out of bounds, and we'll go over to Sioux Falls Christian. So 6:21 to go here in the first quarter of this JV matchup. And here's the inbound from Samp. Gets it into Braden Willie. Willie gets it ahead to Mason Hardy. And that shot is blocked, rebounded there by Henry Orr. Over to Blanchette. Nice up and under, but unable to finish as Daxton Christensen. Ball into Spencer Blanchette, up with the left hand and in. Quick 4-0 lead for Vermillion, 1 minute in to this JV matchup. Here's Landon Keller, gets it out to Willie, and they're going to call Braden Willie for a travel. So that will be a turnover. So 5:51 to go, and Vermillion will inbound the ball. Don't think they're realizing they need to come over this way on this side. So inbounding will be Grant Rohrig out there with Spencer Blanchette, Daxton Christensen, Cameron Bottleson, and Henry Orr. That three-pointed shot by Bottleson, no good. Blanchette for three from the corner, off the back iron, but, oh, nice rebound for Sioux Falls Lutheran by Willie, and that is knocked out of his hands. And so Vermillion has it as Daxton Christensen comes to the left at the top of the key, drives in, kicks it out to Bottleson. Bottleson out to Blanchette. Over to Rohrig. Down low to Orr. Orr up and no, unable to get that in. Rebound there by Landon Keller. Cameron Bottleson, one of our Tanager talks earlier during the football season. Here's Mason Hardy out top to Landon Keller. Keller drives in. And that is stolen away by Spencer Blanchette. Blanchette might drive the distance. Up with the right hand, up and in. Blanchette now with 6 points for Vermillion, leading 6-0. And here is Landon Keller. Keller loses control, and that is going to be off of Grant Rohrig. So that will go back to Sioux Falls Lutheran. So 4:45 to go here in the first quarter. And here is Landon Keller. And Keller kind of dribbles it off his foot, recovers, and loses control over the front and back. But Spencer Blanchette picks it up, and he is fouled. And that is going to make it 8-0 with a chance for an and one. Blanchette hits the free throw, makes it 9-0 here in the first quarter. 4:33 to go. We are a minute and a half in, or 2.5 minutes in, sorry. Steal by Vermillion, back to Blanchette. Blanchette unable to connect, and that is rebounded by Sioux Falls Lutheran. And they're trapped, and they're going to call a timeout. Will Sioux Falls Lutheran, so we'll take a timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion, serving their customers in the Vermillion area. for decades. We'll be right back after these messages from our Tanager sportscasters.
Slumberland Furniture in Yankton, the place to shop for your next new mattress. Find brands like Stearns & Foster, Nectar, and the hottest selling mattress, Purple, measured for your comfort and a dream-laden night's sleep. There's the new Adapt by Tempur-Pedic as well. Slumberland Furniture has Flex Steel furniture too, comfy and classy. That's Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway, Yankton. Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design-build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 9-0. After a timeout by Sioux Falls Lutheran, they will inbound. Inbounding will be Rylan Dooley out there with Braden Willie, Landon Keller, Peter Samp, and Mason Hardy. For Vermillion, it's Lucas Solomon guarding the inbounder. Tyson Hovden out there as well with Grant Rohrig, Spencer Blanchette, and Henry Orr. Trapped in the along the line. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Willie out at the top of the key. Gets it over to Peter Samp. And that ball is knocked away. Knocked away by Lucas Solomon, who gets it to Blanchette, who brings the ball up. That three-point attempt is drained by Lucas Solomon, making it 12-0 in favor of the Tanagers with 3:42 to go here in the first quarter of this JV matchup. Bringing the ball up is Landon Keller. And that is a 10-second call. Turnover by Sioux Falls Lutheran over to Vermillion. So inbounding for the Tanagers will be Grant Rohrig. Inbounding to Tyson Hovden, a 5'7" freshman guard. Hovden is the only freshman on this JV roster. And he'll get it across the midcourt line. Dribbles to his left, brings it back across, gets it over to Blanchette. Blanchette for three. Nice. Nothing but net for Spencer Blanchette. And that rhymed. I feel good. Feel good about that one. 3:18 to go. 15-0 Tanagers lead on the Mesaba scoreboard. Braden Willie gets it down to Rylan Dooley. Back to Willie. Over to Cade Mathis. And that loses control. Picked up there by Henry Orr, not Frankie Orr. And there's Hovden from the left corner for three, and that is good. 18-0 with 2:56 to go here in the first quarter of this JV matchup. They do get it down low. And Keller unable to connect. Rebound to Blanchette. Blanchette gets it down to Grant Rohrig. Rohrig can't control the pass, but does get it out to Hovden. Hovden drives in. Pull-up jumper by Hovden. Oh, rolls around the rim and off. 2:34 to go. 18-0 in favor of the Tanagers. Checking in for Vermillion will be Cameron Bottleson. And I believe Daxton Christensen. Here's a nice spin move by Cade Mathis. Out to Peter Samp. There's Braden Willie for three. Just off. But rebound to Cade Mathis. Long three attempt off the back iron for Rylan Dooley. Rebound to Blanchette. Hovden up ahead with the right hand and up and in. Makes it 20-0 in favor of the Tanagers here in this JV matchup. So 1:52 to go. Braden Willie guarded by Blanchette. Gets it out to Peter Samp. That ball is knocked away by Lucas Solomon. Gets it over to Blanchette. Blanchette up with the right hand, up and in. Lays it in, 22-0 with 1:34 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Rylan Dooley, or Cade Mathis, sorry. Gets past Grant Rohrig. Drives in. Kicks it out to Dooley. Dooley for three. No good. But rebound there by Landon Keller. And they're going to say he stepped on the line. Out of bounds. Turnover to Vermillion. So coming in for the Tanagers will be number 23, Daxton Christensen, and number 44, Cameron Bottleson. So Spencer Blanchette brings the ball up. Minute 14 to go here in the first quarter. There's Bottleson for three, no good. Rebound out there by Cade Mathis. Minute 7 to go here in the first quarter. And that ball is out of bounds. That'll be a turnover to Vermillion. So 39 seconds to go. Here is Orr over to Christensen. Christensen for three. Rolls around. Hovden gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Blanchette. And that is through the crowd. And he is going to step on the line. So with 25 seconds to go, Vermillion leads 22-0 here in the first quarter of this JV matchup. Sioux Falls Christensen will inbound the ball. It's Cade Mathis to inbound. Gets it into Braden Willie. Back to Mathis. Mathis brings it across the midcourt line. And nice steal there by Blanchette, who will go up with the left hand up and in. Blanchette's had himself a bit of a first quarter. We'll see if he ends up being a player later on in this season with the varsity set up. There's another steal for Blanchette as Landon Keller was not quite looking, and that is going to be a defensive foul on Sioux Falls Christian with 4 seconds to go. So just the second foul of the quarter. And Christensen gets it into Blanchette. Blanchette up with the right hand and good at the buzzer. Makes it 26-0 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter of action after these messages from our Vermillion sportscasters. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Tristan Nelson. 26-0 on our Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family, from pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
Welcome back to Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. At the end of the first quarter, it is Vermillion 26, Sioux Falls Lutheran nothing. Spencer Blanchette was the star of that first quarter. All right, let's take a look here as it is Cade Mathis bringing the ball up. That ball stolen away by Rohrig down there. Blanchette with the ball, gets it down to Christensen. Christensen kicks it out to Rohrig. Rohrig for three, and that is good. Nothing but net for Grant Rohrig. It's not going to be the first time I make that. Last time I make that mistake. 6:27 to go, and that ball is knocked out of bounds. So that's going to be a foul on Cameron Bottleson, I believe. That'll be his first, and the team's first. All right, so inbounding for Sioux Falls Christian will be Mathis. Mathis gets it into Gavin Borger. All right, so here's Jacob Stubkar, and that is just off the back iron, rebounded there by Spencer Blanchette. 6:07 to go here in the second quarter of action. 29-0, Vermillion leads in this JV matchup. Spencer Blanchette loses control, but gets it into Cameron Bottleson, who sets up for the three just off the front iron, but gets his own rebound, goes up, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Cameron Bottleson. So that's going to be a quick two on Cameron here with 5:51 to go here in the second quarter. So Sioux Falls Christian will inbound the ball with Mason Hardy inbounding to Cade Mathis. Mathis brings the ball up. Also out there, Gavin Berger and Peter Samp along with Jacob Stubkar. Here's Berger. Berger gets it over to Samp. Samp drives in on Orr guards him well. Here's Mason Hardy. And they're going to call a foul, I believe. Or no. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. Oh, maybe it. Oh, yeah, the 35-second shot clock didn't start. So 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 5:27 on the game clock. Inbounding is Mathis. Gets it into Stubkar. Back out to Mathis. Mathis brings about. Up top to Mason Hardy. Hardy guarded by Blanchette. Over to Peter Samp. Samp gets it over to Mathis. Mathis drives in. Trapped down there, but they get it into Gavin Berger. Up and, oh, come on, no good. How did that roll around like that and not drop in? Sioux Falls Lutheran still looking for their first points. Here's Cameron Bottleson, drives the baseline. Gets it into Orr in the paint, up at the right hand, up and good. 31-0 in favor of Vermillion with 4:49 to go in the second quarter of this JV matchup. So Cade Mathis, 6'1" freshman, gets it over to Mason Hardy, a 6-foot sophomore. Long three-point attempt, almost good. Here's Rorik. Oh, but stolen away by Mathis. Or by Berger, sorry. Berger for three, off the front iron, no good. Ball lands in the hands of Spencer Blanchette. 4:21 to go. Blanchette drives in, up at the right hand, up and no good. Rebound to Peter Samp. Samp gets the ball over to Mathis. Mathis over to Hardy. Hardy drives in, has it knocked away by Vermillion, but they are going to call a foul on the Tanagers. So after going foul-free in the first quarter, Vermillion has committed 3 here in the second. It looks like we have some other players coming in for the Tanagers. Lonnie John, Tyson Hovden, and let me check out that other number. And Lucas Solomon checking in for the Tanagers. So 4:08 to go. Sioux Falls Lutheran gets the ball into Jacob Stubkar. Stubkar gets it out to Willie. Willie drives in on Hovden. Kicks it over to Mason Hardy. Hardy, guarded by John. And they're going to call a foul on Lonnie John with 3:56 to go. So that'll be the 4th team foul on Vermillion, all in this quarter. So one more, and they, I think, are in the bonus. So Hardy gets it into Braden Willie, who's going to drive in, kicks it back out to Hardy. Hardy for 3! Oh, no good. Stubkar cannot get the rebound, taken in by Orr. So 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. Hovden drives in with the left hand, kicks it out to John. Lonnie John, short on the 3, rebound there by Mason Hardy. 3:33 to go, and they're going to call the 3rd foul on Cameron Bottleson. So he's a bit aggressive, but that will be the 5th foul and his 3rd. So 5th team, 3rd personal for Vermillion. It's kind of like me when I was playing in junior high. I was aggressive. Overly aggressive, some might say. Of course, I peaked in my basketball career in 3rd grade. You know, I hit 3 out of 4 free throws to win the game. So, yeah, you can ask anybody. It's of legend, it's of lore. I'm sure there was something in the Crofton Journal about it at some point, but... All right, so at the line is Mason Hardy. Sioux Falls Lutheran looking for their first points as we have 3:32 left in this second quarter. And that first free throw is up just off the back iron. All right, Mason, second free throw is up and no good, but Stubkar knocks it over to Willie, and that is going to be on the ground, and Orr gets it over to Rohrig. Rohrig gets it ahead to Hovden. Hovden for three, and that is nothing but net. Hovden is quite the talent out there from the outside. That makes it 34-0 in favor of the Tanagers here in the second quarter. Mathis up and no good. Just off the back iron rebound to Hovden. That's another 2 points for the Tanagers, 36-0. 2:57 to go. I believe it's a 30-point deficit in the second half. It leads to a rolling clock. So checking in for the Tanagers will be, let's take a look. Lonnie John with the steal there to Grant Rohrig. Grant drives it up. Gets it over to Orr. Orr kicks it out to Hovden. Hovden to Rohrig. Out to Lonnie John at the top of the key. Through the legs. Out to Orr. Orr for three. Nothing but net for Orr. Makes it 39-0 with 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. Daxton Christensen looking to check in, and I can't tell the other number. I apologize. Cade Mathis on the elbow. Nice spin move. Stolen away by Hovden. Hovden gets it ahead to Lonnie John. Too far, but Lonnie John recovers. Gets it on the block over to Grant Rohrig. Ahead to Bottleson on the top of the key, and nothing but net for Bottleson. Makes it 42-0 with 1:56 to go in this JV matchup. So right now, Gavin Berger gets it over to Mason Hardy. Hardy over to Jacob Stubkar, sorry. Mathis up and good! Banks it in! 2 points for Cade Mathis. And Sioux Falls Lutheran is off the schneid, and Braden Willie will commit a foul with 1:31 to go here in the second quarter. But Sioux Falls Lutheran is off the schneid, 42-2. They had so many shots so close. So coming in, number 50, Henry Orr, and number 23, Daxton Christensen. Inbounding for the Tanagers will be Lonnie John, as that is Willie's third foul. Lonnie John gets it down low to Daxton Christensen, makes it 44-2 with 1:05 to go here in the second quarter and this first half. Willie up with the right hand, up and no, off the iron. Rebound there to Henry Orr. Orr brings it up with less than a minute to go. They get it out to Hovden. Hovden pulls up from the right-hand side, and nothing but net again. If you're wondering why the 5'8 freshman or 5'7 freshman is playing JV, that's why. He is 3 for 3 from the three-point line, and that will be an over and back. That will be a turnover on Sioux Falls Christian. So with 40.3 seconds to go, Vermillion will inbound the ball. The shot clock will be about 5 seconds ahead of the game clock. As Lucas Solomon inbounds the ball to Tyson Hovden. Hovden pulls up from three again and makes it from three again, making it 50-2 right now with 30 seconds to go in this second quarter, or in this first half. So yes, it will be a rolling clock in the second half. And Lonnie John almost with the steal, but he is going to get called for a foul instead. And so Sioux Falls Lutheran will go to the line, as that is the 6th foul of the quarter for Vermillion. That is Lonnie John's second personal. So Mason Hardy going to the line to shoot two. First free throw up and in, 50-3 in favor of the Tanagers. With 19 seconds to go. Second one off the back iron, but rebound to Stubkar. And that's Daxton Christensen, 14 seconds. Gets it across midcourt, and he's going to be fouled by Stubkar with 10 seconds to go. That'll be the second foul of the quarter for Sioux Falls Lutheran. And I'm going to say that more than once, too. Sioux Falls Lutheran. So inbounding is Orr. Gets it in to Christensen. Christensen over to Hovden. Hovden has that one blocked by Mathis. Mathis with the heave, and that will be it. That is the end of the first half with Vermillion leading now 50-3. We'll be back with our halftime show right after this, and we'll be right back with our Fast Autoglass halftime show. Vermillion leads 50-3 on ESPN Radio and Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermillion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermillion.
Remember the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion.
At Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermillion.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Being safe means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and Vermillion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher as we are at the half with our Fast Auto Glass halftime show. And again, this is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. At the half, score is 50-3, so we will have a rolling clock in the second half. And again, that is on the Masaba scoreboard. And remember, every timeout is brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. And Murph's Appliance is a family-owned discount home appliance store based in Vermillion. It serves customers in Vermillion and the surrounding area with low prices on home appliance products and top-notch customer service. Fast Auto Glass and Auto Glass and Window Care Company, all of their work is insured, insurance approved, and guaranteed. All right, so we're about 2 minutes out from that second half. We can take a look around the state. Not too many scores getting updated yet, as you know, we're pretty early on, but we will take a look just to see what's out there. And so really nothing. It'd be girls action if there were anything. In St. Thomas More girls in Class A fell to Buffalo out of Wyoming. 50-47 today. At the half, Spearfish girls lead Bellefouche 26-17. At the half, Irene Wakanda leads Bon Homme 19-11. Beersford leads Baltic at the end of one period 29-5. Those are the only score updates in Class A. In Class AA, Sioux Falls, Washington, the alma mater of Sioux Falls, Washington leads Sioux Falls Lincoln 19-13. With 1 minute to go in the first, Sioux Falls Roosevelt leads Sioux Falls Jefferson 38-34 at the end of three. And of course, Spearfish again leads Bellefouche 26-17. Now that Yankton Gazelles and Yankton Bucks in Harrisburg game is postponed. That date is yet to be determined. And then in Class B, Edgemont defeats New Underwood 48-44. Kadoka area over Hill City 37-23. Castlewood over Wabash Summit 19-7. Del Rapids St. Mary leads Howard 36-15 at the half. Centerville leads Canastota 31-13 with 3 minutes to go in the second. With 7 minutes to go in the second, Arlington leads Coleman Egan 20-7. And Irene Wakanda again leads Bon Homme 19-11. Those are the only score updates from around the state. We are about 15 seconds away from the start of the second half, so we'll just keep it right here. Again, alongside Tristan Nelson and Carson Felstead, I'm Michael Schumacher, and we are in Sioux Falls at Sioux Falls Lutheran as the Vermillion Tanagers on the Masaba scoreboard lead Sioux Falls Lutheran Eagles in this JV matchup 50-3. So it will be a rolling clock, and I don't know how much time they're going to put between games then. So that will be interesting. See if they'll go, if they'll just keep it rolling or how they'll go with it, but we will see. We'll have interviews with Coach Becker of Sioux Falls Lutheran and Coach Drake of Vermillion. And so we are ready to rock and roll. Vermillion will start with possession. The starting lineup brought to you by Central Farmers Cooperative. This half is brought to you by Cameron Bottleson, Tyson Hovden, Henry Orr, Grant Rorig, and Daxton Christensen. And here we go. Hovden gets it over to Christensen. Christensen over to Rorig. Rorig drives in, up with the left hand, up and in, 52-3 in favor of the Tanagers on the Masaba scoreboard. Here's Braden Willie. Willie gets it over to Gavin Berger. Berger gets it down low to Samp. Samp on the block. Trapped down there, but gets it out, kicks it over to Mason Hardy. Hardy in the lower right corner. Gets it over to Willie. Willie drives in. Can't find anybody. 13 seconds on the shot clock. They try to get it into Samp, and that will be out of bounds, but that clock will keep running. So 6:17 to go and counting here in the third quarter of this JV matchup. So there's Daxton Christensen for a long three. No good. Here's Bottleson. And that was Henry Orr driving in, making it 54-3 here in the third quarter. With 5:38 to go, Hardy trapped down low on the block in the paint, and it's going to be off of a Tanager. But again, that clock will continue to run. So 5:17 and counting. That foul. No foul called there, sorry. All right, Grant Rohrig will knock that out, and that's going to be a blocking foul. That'll be a foul on Sioux Falls Lutheran. That'll be their first of the half, or of the quarter. As Rohrig gets it into Hovden. Hovden gets it across the midcourt line. 4:47 and counting here in the third quarter of this JV matchup. Rohrig for three. No good. Rebound to Mason Hardy. Hardy gets it over to Braden Willie, who gets it down to Gavin Berger. Berger has it stolen away by Rohrig. Ahead to Hovden. Hovden up with the right hand, up and in. Makes it 56-3. So Willie gets it down to Samp. Samp on the block is going to be tied up. That is a jump ball. Maybe zoom in just a little bit. Thanks, man. Just a skosh more. All right, 3:56 and counting. Braden Willie to inbound the ball for Sioux Falls Lutheran. Gets it out to Berger. Berger for three. No, off the back iron, but Samp with the rebound. Tries to get it back to Berger, back to Samp, up and in! 56-5 now in favor of the Tanagers on the Masaba scoreboard. 3:40 to go. Bottleson for three, and that is good. 59-5 in favor of Vermillion. Samp over to Berger. Berger over to Hardy. Hardy at the top of the key, down to Samp on the block, and he thought he lost control, but he did not. Gets it out to Willie. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Willie gets it over to the left. Mason Hardy. Back up top to Levi Haar. Levi Haar is a name we haven't called today. So Braden Willie drives in, kicks it out to Samp. Samp in the paint. Loses control to Henry Orr. Orr drives in. Nope, sorry, not Henry Orr. Lucas Solomon. And this is going to be a long two for Hovden, and he does not make it. See, that foot over the line just threw him off, I think. 2:50 to go here in the third quarter of this JV matchup, with Vermillion leading on the Masaba scoreboard 59-5. This is Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, and that's going to be a timeout taken by Coach Sioux Falls Lutheran's coach. So 2:40 to go with 3 timeouts remaining. We'll take a quick timeout as well, brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, baby, I got a great idea for your next commercial. You're in a jungle with a dinosaur, looking for an outlet for your vacuum.
A dinosaur? No, I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning. You know, like office buildings, ensuring happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
Commercial buildings? I think I can work with that, Jerry. I'm gonna make you a star.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We are on Vermillion, streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, your home for Vermillion Tanagers Athletics, and also will be the home for USD Coyote men's basketball as they take on the Leathernecks of Western Illinois. That game will start at 11 o'clock with pregame at 10:30. All right, Sioux Falls Christian inbounds the ball. Cade Mathis gets it into Mason Hardy. Hardy gets it over to Gavin Berger, who gets to the top of the key. Mathis guarded by Lonnie John. Gets over to Hardy in the corner, and that ball is knocked out of bounds by Cameron Bottleson. Gives me a chance to get caught up on the clock here. I apologize. 2:15 and counting here in the JV matchup in the third quarter. Jacob Stubkar. And that is going to be a shot clock violation. So that'll be a turnover to Vermillion. So a minute 52 to go. Hovden gets the ball into Lonnie John. John over to Hovden. Hovden at the top of the key. Good ball handler, too. Here is Lucas Solomon for three, just off the back iron. That'll be out of bounds, and that will go over to Sioux Falls Christian. So a minute 35 to go here in the third quarter of this JV matchup. Again, a rolling clock with the 59-5 lead on the Masaba scoreboard. Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Tristan Nelson. Jacob Stubkar gets it into Mason Hardy. Hardy over to Mathis. Cade Mathis, just a 6'1 freshman. He's going to be good. He is going to be good. So there's a lot of good freshman players that we're seeing right now out here, freshmen and sophomores. So this Sioux Falls Christian team is going to be good next season. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Tyson Hovden as the clock continues to run with 56 seconds to go. Inbounding for Sioux Falls Christian will be Kelton Spates. Kelton Spates is a name we have not called yet tonight. So he'll be inbounding over Hovden. Gets it into Cade Mathis. Mathis for a long three. No good. Rebound there by Mason Hardy. Hardy gets it over to Berger. Berger just short on the shot. Rebound there to Cameron Bottleson. So 59-5. Tyson Hovden brings the ball up. Hovden over to Lucas Solomon for three. No, off the back iron. Rebound, Cade Mathis. There's Kelton Spates at the top of the key. Gets it over to Hardy. Oh, he thought he was cutting Kelton Spates. Spates wasn't looking. Ball's knocked into the hands of Lonnie John. Ooh, nice job by Jacob Stubkar to knock that ball out of bounds. Stubkar. I knew I was probably butchering it, but not nearly as badly as I thought. All right, so that is the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of action right after these messages from our Vermillion sportscasters. Alongside Tristan Nelson, I'm Michael Schumacher on ESPN Radio and Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/career. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing, unlock your future and rock with us.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank as we start the fourth quarter. Again, it'll be a rolling clock throughout as Vermillion leads 59-5 on the Masaba scoreboard. Inbounding will be Lucas Solomon, gets it into Tyson Hovden. Hovden brings the ball across, out there with Lonnie John, as well as, for the first time, Angel Mendoza and Jared Chasing Hawk out there for the Tanagers. So good chance for them to get some playing action. Hovden drives in, and they're going to call a travel on Hovden. So that turnover will go over to Sioux Falls Christian with 6:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. That ball was inbounded by Rylan Dooley. Gets it into Mason Hardy. Out there as well is Gavin Berger, Kelton Spates, and for the first time, maybe not the first time, nope, Levi Haar. So double dribble called, 6:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lucas Solomon, drives in, pulls up, and misses, but rebound there by Gavin Berger for Sioux Falls Christian. 59-5 on the Masaba scoreboard. 5:53 to go. Berger up with the shot, and it drops. 59-7 now in favor of Vermillion, as Gavin Berger was able to get that to drop. Tyson Hovden, that'll be off. And rebound Spates. Oh no, he stepped on the line. Kelton Spates steps on the line. So inbounding will be Jared Chasing Hawk. Coming in for Sioux Falls Lutheran, number 24, Drew Aker, and number 42, Landon Keller to go with Kelton Spates, Levi Haar, and Rylan Dooley. Ball's inbounded to Solomon. Solomon kind of trapped along the baseline, but does get out of it. Gets over to Angel Mendoza. And Vermillion forgot that they were on their own side of the court, and they got an over and back because they thought they had a free run there. So 4:53 to go. You know, it's just one of those kind of wrong way Jim Marshall type of things. So inbounding the ball for Sioux Falls Lutheran will be number 42, Landon Keller. He'll inbound to Drew Aker. And here is Levi Haar, gets it out to Kelton Spates. Spates drives in with the right hand over Mendoza, and he's going to be fouled. So Spates will go to the line to shoot two. And the clock does stop then with 4:14 on the clock. So Spates at the line. First free throw up and good. Good. So 59-8. 2 more points and they're in double digits. 2 more points and they're in double digits. So here is Spates. Shot number 2 up and good. That is an unorthodox free throw style, but it works. He's 2 for 2. All right, so clock back to rolling. Hovden thought about shooting the 3. Got to the elbow, thought about pulling up there. Mendoza brings it across top. Over to Lonnie John. John drives in with the left hand, up with the right and in. 61-9. Nice play by Lonnie John with 3:55 to go in the game in this JV matchup. Driving in is Drew Aker. Up and no good. Rebound Lucas Solomon. Solomon gets it out to Lonnie John. John driving up. Gets it over to Tyson Hovden. Hovden comes around left at the elbow. Gets it down low to John. John down low to Solomon. Nice ball movement there. John thought about the 3, drives in. Nice Euro move. But there's going to be a blocking foul called on the shot. And so that'll be the first foul of the half on Sioux Falls Christian. And so that will stop the clock with 3:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lonnie John at the line to shoot 2 as he was fouled in the act of shooting. John's first free throw is up and good. 62-9 in favor of the Tanagers in this JV matchup. Second free throw just short. Rebound there by Drew Aker. Rylan Dooley. Dooley brings it across. Gets it down to Levi Haar. Haar guarded by Mendoza. Landon Keller up and in, and that is double digits for this Sioux Falls Lutheran team. 62-11 with 2:56 to go here in the fourth quarter of this JV matchup. Hovden gets a little trapped. And there's Jared Chasing Hawk for 3. No good. Out of bounds. So inbounding the ball, Rylan Dooley gets it in to Drew Aker. Aker brings it up, and that ball is stolen away by Hovden. Hovden drives in up to the left hand, and up and in. Makes it 64-11 in favor of the Tanagers with 2:22 to go here in the fourth quarter of this JV matchup. So one thing you can never say about the Sioux Falls Lutheran team is they are fighting until the end. And and there's going to be talent. There is talent there. Hovden, that is no good. Rebound there to Kelton Spates. They are they're fighting, and a lot of young kids here, but you can see some talent out there. And they're going to develop. If they stay out, they're going to be okay. They really are. Tyson Hovden with the steal up and in makes it 66-11 with 1:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. So I know the score is not going to look like it, and somebody can just look at this JV score and make their own assumptions, but the Sioux Falls Lutheran team is fighting. This Sioux Falls Lutheran team is putting in their all. And there is a shot with the left hand. Ooh, no good by Landon Keller. Rebound to Vermillion. So Hovden brings it up, 1:26 to go. Just a few possessions remaining. Jared Chasing Hawk, no good. Rebound by Kelton Spates. Spates gets it over to Drew Aker, and that's going to be a timeout by Sioux Falls Lutheran. And so we'll take a quick timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. For all of your appliance needs, reach out to Murph's Appliance.
At Voyage Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and Voyage Federal Credit Union.
It does appear that was just to do a switch, so they wanted to get in. Josiah Bauman is now in. He is not in the program, but thankfully for Carson, I know him. And then who is number 32, Carson? Nope, 32 with the glasses. He just shot. And we're not sure who 32 is. I apologize. He is not on the JV roster that we got. So 50 seconds to go. We're down to 40 at 66-11. Jared chasing off for three. No good. Out of bounds. Saved by Tyson Hovden. Nice hustle play by Hovden. That's going to get you a varsity play there shortly. They're going to call a shot clock violation. That clock's going to keep running. 20 seconds to go. So the Tanagers are going to win. So inbounding the ball will be Landon Keller with about 14 seconds to go. Gets it ahead to Drew Aker. Aker on the right-hand side, 9 seconds. 8. Shoots, and that is no good. Rebound, Tyson Hovden, and that's the way the game will end. 66-11 in this JV matchup as Vermillion defeats Sioux Falls Lutheran JV. But again, Sioux Falls Lutheran with a great effort. You've got to give them credit. And so we'll see what they do for a time difference here. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with our pregame, postgame show right after this. This is Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion wins the JV matchup 66-11.
At Voyage Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We're going to get right into our First Dakota National Bank pregame show. Brought to you, of course, by... this is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We're going to get into our Carlson's Body Shop pregame show. Give me just a second here. And then we will get into our interviews with Coach Becker and Coach Drake. So Vermillion, coming off a state tournament berth last year, finished 8th, but they got ill. They came down with a sickness that kind of went through, so not the performance that they wanted. Returning a lot of talent in Trey Hansen, Carter Hansen, Landon Cerny, a lot of newcomers after that, so we'll see how they mesh together. But again, we had a chance to sit down with Coach Kent Becker of this Sioux Falls Lutheran team. And so we'll talk with him right now. Welcome back to our coaches' conversation as we get ready for the Vermillion Tanagers to take on the Sioux Falls Lutheran Eagles. And we have on the line Coach Becker with Sioux Falls Lutheran. Coach, how are you feeling today?
Excited, and I'd be lying if I wasn't telling you I wasn't a little nervous. So, but mostly excited.
Well, that is great. Well, we have a lot to unpack because normally a conversation is just kind of, returning starters, this and that. You guys, you are in a unique position of this is your first year coaching. It's the first year for the program. Just kind of walk us through, how has that experience been with just kind of creating a program out of whole cloth?
Yeah, well, it's been fun and a lot of work. So we're in our fourth year of having a varsity program. There's been lots of people who have helped get the program off the ground and build the foundation of where we're at. You know, some of our coaching staff, Coach Mike Nedick and Coach Gilster, and our AD, James Stupgear, all of those guys have been working really hard over the years to get us to where we're at, and we're really thankful for all the work and energy they've poured in to get us to where we're at.
Well, and that's exactly right, because, you know, when you're talking about other schools that, you know, they've had programs, you know, even the consolidated schools have, you know, been around for a while. Yeah, this is really just, you said your fourth year of the program, you know, so it's kind of that first, if you were in college, that a first recruiting class type of thing. So, you know, it's been a lot of experience. So you guys are taking on Vermillion, and it's your first game as the head coach. How has that been, you know, just from first practice to this moment?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster, to tell you the truth, but a good kind of roller coaster, right? So we've got 24 kids out for our program this year. That's the most we've had in a while. So we've been trying to sort out how we make all of our teams, JV and varsity teams, and it's a super young roster. So we got kids that are coming out for their first year of basketball, and we got a handful that have been here for all 4 years. So it's been a challenge, an enjoyable challenge for us to get to know the kids, get our routines and habits established, so that we can make the most out of our practice time, and get our culture started the way we want to start our culture.
And so with that kind of youth, what are some extra challenges that come with that?
Yeah, I would say one of the biggest challenges is routine and habits, right? When we have a mostly young roster, it's about developing a team culture and a team habit that helps you nurture that culture. I'm really grateful for the seniors that we have, Luke Asher and Dante Johansson. They do a great job of being our culture champions in the locker room and off the court. And now it's about all of our young guys learning to carry that out and learning to build each other up and learning to love each other like Jesus loved us and build a brotherhood.
Well, and building that brotherhood, that is important, especially with a young team, because this is the foundation for the next 2, 3, 4 years, obviously. And you come into this season as that first-year head coach, and you start your season against a team that went to state last year. What kind of challenge does Vermillion pose as a team?
Yeah, well, what I know about Vermillion is that they went to state last year, and that's about it. I've seen their roster. I know they carry some height. I know they carry some experience. I truthfully haven't even watched a single game. So what I'm expecting is a very well-coached team. I'm expecting good, skilled athletes. And I'm expecting a team that's probably pretty good at all the areas we want to be good in as well. So we're looking forward to a great matchup.
All right. And then who are some of the players that you think you're going to rely on as a coach out there? Because obviously once the game starts, you can do some directing, but there is just on-court action that you need those leaders out there on the floor. Who are some of those for you?
Yeah, most definitely, right? We've been working hard on creating a culture where it's player-led, right, both off the court and on the court. And so, truthfully, we're going to rely on all of the players in some capacity or another. We're looking at this thing for a marathon, not a sprint, and so we want to develop all of our players as we're going through this. But yeah, on the floor when we're playing, we got high expectations for a lot of players. Sam Borg he's a really good player. He can shoot it. He's learning to take it to the hoop. Most importantly for me, he's learning to play awesome defense. He can impact the game in a lot of ways. We have role players like Owen Gilster. He's a hard-working athlete on both ends of the floor. He's got a knack for the ball. He does all the little things that keep a team together when the chaos starts, as you were alluding to.
All right, and with this team, obviously, there are challenges, and so it's not always. Obviously, people on the outside see wins and losses, and that's the ultimate. barometer. But as a coach, you have obviously other barometers that you look at. There have to be some in-game adjustments. And do you look from game to game, even quarter to quarter or half to half, and say, okay, we started off slow here, but we were able to make this adjustment? Is that something you also look at when you're judging success and improvement?
Yeah, that's a great question, and it's something we've been working hard on defining for our team. What does success look like for a program in our position? And yes, we love to win. That is a goal, but we're more concerned about the process of getting there. And so we have goals related to that process that are going to help us get us there. So we have simple habits in our defensive approach and our transition approach and our offensive approach. That's what we're tracking for our guys. That's where we're encouraging them. Not so much about changing tactics. It's about giving them feedback about how the game's going in relation to our habits and how we can help them improve each quarter we play towards those habits and those fundamentals.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to calling this game.
Yeah. Thanks so much to all the people from Vermillion, including yourself, who are headed this way. We're excited to host you and looking forward to a great game.
It should be fun. That was Coach Kent Becker with the Sioux Falls Lutheran Eagles, first-year head coach for that squad in their 4th season overall, as they get ready to take on the Vermillion Tanagers. We'll be back with more. This is Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, here on Vermillion, streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermillion and Yankton.
Jordan Kirkman here from downtown Vermillion's American Family Insurance Office. We love being part of the community and want to help with your insurance needs. So stop in today and see me, Jordan Kirkman, sales specialist with Buchelman & Associates, located at 112 West Main Street, or call 605-624-2025. And if you're in Yankton, be sure to stop by our new office there as well. Go Tanagers and go Yotes.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to our Coaches Conversation, and on the line we have Coach Jay Drake of the Vermillion Tanagers getting ready to tip off their season in Sioux Falls against Sioux Falls Lutheran. Coach, basketball season's here. How are you doing?
Yeah, exciting time of year, obviously, and getting ready to go. And I know our guys, after 2 weeks of practice here, are kind of chomping at the bit to get out and play someone other than themselves in practice. So exciting time.
Well, it really is. And, you know, coming off that state tournament berth last year, the guys have to be really be hoping they can get back and maybe even improve upon how they did. Are you kind of getting that feeling, especially from some of the seniors and the leaders that are returning?
Yeah, you know, I think that we try not to talk too much early in the year from a goal standpoint. Obviously, the biggest thing is just kind of trying to improve day in, day out. And, you know, these first couple of weeks, you're kind of taking care of yourselves more than worrying about any opponents and kind of setting the foundation for the season. But, you know, after last season and getting to a state tournament and with the nucleus and crew that we have coming back, we know in our region, in this area of the state, it's going to be very difficult. But we do feel like we have a group that if we can improve as the year goes on, that and hopefully be playing our best basketball at the end of the year, that we can put ourselves in a position where we have a chance to try to climb back and get to the state tournament. Well,
and it's going to rest a lot on your kind of big three. You have Carter Hansen, senior on this team, Landon Cerny, and Trey Hansen, kind of the returning leaders. What do you expect? What's kind of on their shoulders, and have they been telling you they're able to step up to the task?
Yeah, those three, you know, early in the year especially, those are our three captains this year, and they're, you know, we kind of played 7 guys in our rotation last year, and they're the 3 that are back, and we'll lean heavily on them early in the year. They've done a good job in practice, obviously, from just a leadership standpoint, but just from game experience, you know, Carter obviously been playing here, came off the bench for us as a freshman, and now is a third year starting for us. Trey came in as a freshman midway through the year and started the rest of that season and has played a lot of games here now for a couple of years. And then obviously Landon last year getting his first varsity experience, but kind of as a sixth man. So with those guys, looking for those 3, especially early in the year, they're going to play a lot of minutes and kind of lead us, be coaches on the floor and, you know, kind of fill the gap for us until we can figure out what we're looking at for a rotation standpoint and who's going to mix and match and where we mesh the best.
All right. And then who are some other names that you think we'll be hearing from tonight and throughout the season? As you said, kind of go with that 7-man rotation. Kind of, I know it'll probably be fudgeable throughout the season, but who are some other names that we can expect to be talking about?
Yeah, like anything, I think all coaches would say this, especially early in the year. Every team's different, right? No matter what you have back for a nucleus. And, I think you spend the first month of the season just trying to find your identity as a team and what's going to work. We've got 10 returning varsity players, and like we said, but only 3 of them have a lot of experience. So, we got those 3 tonight, and then, the 2 others starting for us tonight are going to be Gabe Larson, who's a 6'1 junior and has played JV minutes, obviously, C and JV team the last couple of years, and then Luke Jensen, who's a 6'5 sophomore, playing C and JV last year, but was on our varsity and has grown some throughout the summer. So that'll be our starting 5, and off the bench, we really feel all 10 guys that are varsity returners, we would feel comfortable putting them in a basketball game. But Trent Thomas and Spencer Blanchett, a couple guys that have played JV and C the last few years, and we'll probably see plenty of minutes and be in our rotation to start the year. And then we've got 3 other seniors to kind of round up that top 10 with Cade Rubers, Carson Preister, and Sean Doan. Again, all guys that have been with us now for 4 years and understand our system and our program and what we want. And at any point, obviously, have to be ready to go and step in if needed.
All right, well, you guys are starting off your season in Sioux Falls against the Sioux Falls Lutheran Eagles team that does not return a lot of their product from last season. It's a very young squad. What do you expect from them? It's a first-year head coach. What do you think you can expect from them for some challenges, and what are some opportunities for you in this first game?
Yeah, lots of unknown, obviously, which is always scary and as is a concern from the coaching staff. But it's a game that we got late this fall, to be quite honest. South Sioux City is who we have opened with the last couple of years, and that was the plan. And then we found out late summer, early fall that they're moving up a class in Nebraska and had to kind of change their schedule, so they dropped us. But it happened so late, so you're scrambling, looking for a 20th game. We had a couple other situations with the same thing this fall, which has been a weird year from a schedule standpoint. But it was one of those things. You figure you can still find a 20th game at some point. The only fear was we wanted it, or we were hoping to try to find one on the opening night on this Friday the 13th. So chances of that was going to be slim to none, and we really didn't want to go into our West Central game next week without a game. But it just so happened Sioux Falls Lutheran was looking for a basketball game. It worked out that they could play on this Friday as well. So that's the nice thing. So we can open up on opening night. But the bad news, obviously, is, one, it's a school that's fairly new. I think they're going to grow pretty fast here, and I wouldn't be surprised in the next 5 to 7 years if they're a Class A school. But really don't know much about them. We got a little bit from a few coaches last year, but they've lost a few guys. And then just from a philosophy standpoint, as a program with a brand new coach this year. So we're kind of going in blind, and yet it's kind of like I said earlier, really it doesn't matter who the opponent is this time of year. You always like to know kind of philosophy, what they want to do, and personnel. But the biggest thing this time of year is we just got to kind of take care of ourselves, and that's the plan. Tonight with Sioux Falls Lutheran is go in and just see where we're at and see how guys step up with, a lot of them, just rotation guys besides our kind of big three captains, how they react and how they perform in a varsity basketball game.
All right. Well, Coach, it's an exciting time of the year. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. I appreciate it, and we'll be talking to you down the line.
All right. Thanks a lot, Michael.
That was Coach Jay Drake of the Vermillion Tanager boys team as they get ready to take on Sioux Falls Lutheran, tipping off their season. The girls already have one game under their belt. They're in Mitchell tonight, but exciting time for Tanager basketball. Glad to be back on the call, and we'll be back with more on Vermillion streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM. Your home for Tanager Athletics.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermillion.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Tristan Nelson as the Tanagers are going to take on Sioux Falls Lutheran. Well, we get ready for the announcement of the starting lineups. We also have the national anthem. Just a reminder, our starting lineups are brought to you by Central Farmers Cooperative, driving success for our customers with quality products, services, and utilizing strategic partnerships delivered by our dedicated team. That is Central Farmers Cooperative. So we'll see if they announce starting lineups first or if they go with the national anthem. The flag is in the corner over there. I'm not sure how well we can see it on the camera, but and so this is Vermillion versus Sioux Falls Lutheran again. Vermillion coming off that state championship, state tournament berth last year. So they will be announcing starting lineups first. Starting lineups again brought to you by Sioux Falls Central Farmers Cooperative. Starting for Vermillion, number 12 and captain, senior, 6 foot, senior guard Landon Cern. Okay, we are doing the national anthem first. All right, as they finish the announcements here, we get ready for our national anthem. We will keep it here for the national anthem. With the, it looks like the Sioux Falls Lutheran Orchestra. So. Great job by the Sioux Falls Lutheran Women's Orchestra. Nice job on the national anthem. Again, we will always stop for the national anthem and a tribute to my daughter, Leela Schumacher, who is currently in the South Dakota National Guard. My dad, Gary Schumacher, who served in the Army during the Vietnam War era. My uncle, Leroy, who served during the Korean and Vietnam War era. As well as my uncle George Dyson, who served in the Air Force, and my uncle Richard, or Dick Harvey, who served in the Navy. All right, so we are getting ready for the starting lineups. Starting for Vermillion, number 12, 6 foot senior guard and captain Landon Cerny. Number 24, 6'3 senior guard and captain Carter Hansen. Number 30, 6'5 sophomore forward Luke Jensen. And number 33, 6'4 junior guard, captain Trey Hansen. And then number 32, 6'1 junior guard Gabe Larson. So that Vermillion starting lineups was brought to you by Central Farmers Cooperative, driving success for our customers and quality products and services, utilizing strategic partnerships delivered by our dedicated team. All right, so then we're looking at the Sioux Falls Lutheran starting lineup, and that will go as followed. 5'10", sophomore, number 2, Abbott Moeller. Number 3, 6'1", freshman guard, Rowan Becker. Number 5, 5'9", sophomore, Braden Willie. Number 15. Oh, wait, maybe it's a little different. So Rowan Becker's the first one announced. Then it's number 32. 6'1" freshman, Owen Gilster. It was Abbott Moeller then. So they're going by age, not or by class. Number 5, sophomore, 5'9", Braden Willie. And then finally, number 15, 6'2" junior, Sam Borg. So it's Sam Borg, Owen Gilster, Abbott Moeller, Rowan Becker, and Braden Willie leading the way here for Sioux Falls Christian. So tipping off for Sioux Falls Christian will be number 15, Sam Borg, and jumping for Vermillion will be number 24, Carter Hansen. Just as a score update right now in the Tanager game, not one as of yet. So here on the left is Carter Hansen, or no, Luke Jensen. Junsen with the short jumper, no good. Rebound to Sioux Falls Christian. We are 20 seconds in. So here's Rowan Becker. Jumper, no good. Rebound into the hands of Carter Hansen. And that is something Hansen does. And that's going to be a travel on Gabe Larson. So that'll stop the clock with 7:22 here in the first quarter. No score as of yet. Inbounding for Sioux Falls Lutheran will be number 32, Owen Gilster. Gilster gets the ball into Braden Willie. Willie brings the ball up and gets it off to Abbott Moeller. Moeller gets it down to Sam Borg. Borg drives in, no good. Rebound to Carter Hansen. Hansen gets it over to Gabe Larson. Trey Hansen will drive in, kick it back out. Gabe Larson for 3 off the back iron. And they're going to call a foul. We'll see who they call it on with 7 minutes to go. It's going to be called on Rowan Becker. Rowan Becker with his first personal, first team. So Vermillion will inbound the ball with a fresh 35 and 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Checking in for Sioux Falls Lutheran is Cade Mathis. Checking out is number 5, Braden Willie, who got looks like a hand to the face maybe. So Hansen inbounds it to Carter. Back down to Trey on the block. Turnaround for Trey. Up and in. His first points of the season makes it 2-0 in favor of the Tanagers. There's Rowan Becker, gets the ball stolen away by Trey Hansen. Hansen then gets it into the hands of Gabe Larson. Up to Carter Hansen, who is unable to connect, but rebound there by Luke Jensen. And Jensen is fouled on the shot. So with 6:31 to go, Luke Jensen will go to the line to shoot 2. The sophomore, who got a lot of playing time in JV last year, the 6'5" sophomore forward. His sister, Brooke, has signed to play with USD, and the first free throw for Luke is up and good. So 3-0 in favor of Vermillion on the Masaba scoreboard. Second free throw up and good. So just like that, 4-0 in favor of the Tanagers with 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. You're on ESPN Radio and Vermillion streaming. Nice steal there by Carter Hansen. That's something else that he does. Up to Trey Hansen, no good. Rebound there to Abbott Moeller. And that is going to be out of bounds off of Vermillion with 6:14 to go. So Coming out will be number 3, Rowan Becker. Coming in will be number 21, Dante Johansson. Inbound for Sioux Falls Lutheran. And that pass is thrown out of bounds. So 6:08 to go, and the ball goes back to the Tanagers. At the half, the Tanager girls lead 18-9. So 6:04 to go. Carter Hansen, cross-court pass to Gabe Larson. And they're going to call a 3-second violation for a turnover on Vermillion. So not exactly the start you want if you're the Tanagers. I mean, you're a lot of mistakes, some easy buckets maybe missed. So just things that you need to work on, even though you're up 4-0. Things you want to be focused on, clean things, the basics that you just want to make sure. But it's also game number 1, so obviously don't want to say too much, right? So here's Dante Johansson, gets it over to Sam Borg. Borg for a long 3, and that is good. So with 5:37 to go, it's now 4-3 in favor of the Tanagers. No good. Rebound to Abbott Moeller. Moeller drives the ball up. Gets it over to Dante Johansson. Guarded there by Landon Cerny. Gets the ball into Owen Gilster. Abbott Moeller for 3, no good. Rebound to Gabe Larson. Larson gets it ahead to Trey Hansen, who drives in. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Trey Hansen. That's Trey's first. So 4-3 in favor of the Tanagers, but not quite the start that they were hoping for. So inbounding the ball will be number 20, Peter Samp. Samp gets the ball into Abbott Moeller. Moeller drives the ball up. Picked up there. And they do get the ball across just in time. Dante Johansson down in the corner out to Samp at the three-point line on the right-hand side. Drives in. That ball is knocked out of bounds by the Tanagers. So with 4:47 to go, Sioux Falls Christian will inbound. Coming in now will be Braden Willie. Coming out is senior Dante Johansson. Coming in for Vermillion, Spencer Blanchette. Coming out is Gabe Larson. So Tanager action here as Abbott Moeller gets it into Braden Willie. Willie guarded by Blanchette. Gets it over to Cade Mathis. Mathis drives in. Up and good. And Sioux Falls Christian has the lead 5-4 with 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Trey Hansen goes up. And he is fouled on the shot. So Trey Hansen goes to the line to shoot 2, with the Vermillion trailing 5-4. First free throw is short. So score remains 5-4. Checking in for Sioux Falls Christian is Jacob Stupkier. Checking out is Peter Samp. Hansen's second free throw is up and also no good. Score remains 5-4. 4:26 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Abbott Moeller driving in, and that pass was behind the back, and that was offline. So that'll be a turnover to Vermillion. Coach Drake is going to call a quick timeout. It's a 30-second timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. We'll take a quick timeout as well. This is Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on ESPN Radio and Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame, tailgates, and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. With 4:19 to go here in the first quarter, Vermillion trails 5-4. Landon Cerny inbounds the ball to Trey Hansen. Gets it over to Carter. Carter in the paint. Turnaround jumper up and banks it in for Carter Hansen. His first 2 points of the season. That gives Vermillion the 6-4 lead with about 4 minutes to go halfway through this first quarter. Trey Hansen knocks that ball into the hands of Braden Willie, who knocks it out of bounds. So 4 minutes to go here. And Vermillion now with a 6-5 lead on the Mesaba scoreboard. Looks to extend that lead. Trey Hansen gets the ball from Landon Cerny. Hansen drives in. And he is up and in for another 2, making it 8-5 in favor of Vermillion. Oh no, they've been playing a lot better since that timeout in those 30 seconds. And that ball is going to be off of Sioux Falls Christian. And Trey Hansen has the ball after being inbounded by Landon Cerny. So 3:41 to go. They haven't started the clock. The game clock hasn't started. And there's Luke Jensen with the 2 points. They have not started the game clock. It should be 3:30. And here is Cade Mathis. Cross-court pass to Braden Willie, and that will stop the clock. It should be with 3:21 to go. Somebody should tell him the clock didn't start. 3:20. It should be 3:20 or 3:21 to go. But Cade Roovers gets that in, so it's 3:37 now, but didn't start at all during that last possession. But here's Carter Hansen. Hansen in the paint, out to Trey. Trey didn't take the 3, drives in, up with the right hand, up and in. Makes it 10-5 with now 3:20 to go officially in the game, in the first quarter. This is Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Carter Hansen knocks it out of the hands of Jacob Stubkier. Short jumper up and good for Cade Mathis. Here's Carter Hansen up by the 3-point line. Looks to drive in, loses possession, gets it over to Cade Roovers. Into the hands of Trey Hansen. Trey Hansen with the pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Owen Gilster. So 12-7 in favor of Vermillion with 2:37 to go here in the first quarter. Ball stolen away by Carter Hansen. Moves ahead, Spencer Blanchette up with the layup. Makes it 14-7 in favor of the Tanagers. So here is Cade Mathis. Getting it ahead to Owen Gilster. There's Sam Borg. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound into the hands of Carter Hansen. 14-7 with 2:08 to go. Spencer Blanchette is fouled on the shot, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. So that foul is on Sam Borg. That is his first personal. Spencer Blanchette, first free throw is up and good. So after a good timeout, with about 4 minutes to go, Vermillion has outscored them 8-2. No, sorry, 11-2. Spencer Blanchette now with 3 points, looking to make it 4, and he does. So it's now 16-7 in favor of Vermillion here in the first quarter. As Braden Willie gets it across to Abbott Moeller. Moeller over to Stubkier. Braden Willie at the top of the key, guarded by Blanchette. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Owen Gilster. Gilster drives in. Here's Abbott Moeller for 3. That is short. Rebound by Spencer Blanchette. Blanchette might take it the entire way. No, gets it out to Trey Hansen. Over to Roovers at the top of the key. Carter Hansen drives in. Out to Cerny. Over to Blanchette. So with a minute 28, they're going to call a foul on the floor. So that foul is on Braden Willie. That's Braden Willie's first. They said 5th team So Vermillion leads 16-7. Blanchette will go to the line to shoot 2 since they are now in the bonus. First free throw is up and good. So it's now 17-7. Coming in for Vermillion, coming in for Carter Hansen, it's number 35, Carson Preister. So out there it's Preister, Roovers, Blanchette, Cerny, and Trey Hansen. Blanchette hits the free throw, and in comes Gabe Larson. So that makes the score 18-7 with 1:28 to go here in the first quarter. Vermillion was down 5-4 at one point. There's a cross-court pass to Rowan Becker. Down low to Stubker. Stubker out to Moeller. Moeller for 3. That is going to roll in. That gets him to double digits. Nice three-pointer by Moeller. Here's Larson. Over to Hansen. Roovers on the right-hand side. Gets it into Preister, who is fouled with 1:04 to go in this first quarter. Carson Preister now going to the line to shoot 2 as they are in the bonus. And that foul is going to be on Abbott Moeller. So Moeller now with 2 fouls. First free throw by Preister, up and good. So Preister now on the scoreboard. Makes it 19-10. As we are in the first quarter, as Vermillion takes on Sioux Falls Lutheran. And the second free throw also up and good, making it 20-10. Sioux Falls Lutheran does get the ball in. 1:03 left to go. Moeller gets it ahead to Rowan Becker. Nice wide receiver almost like there. That ball is stolen away by Carter Hansen, his 3rd steal of the game. Hansen at the top of the key drives in and knocks the ball over to Preister, gets it down to Gabe Larson. Trey Hansen at the top of the key. At the elbow, pull-up jumper is no good, but gets his own rebound. And that is a nice job of basketballing there by Trey Hansen. And that is going to be a travel on Camarion Garcia. So with 24 seconds to go, Vermillion takes over. Shot clock is, well, not off, but will not run. Inbounding will be Landon Cerny, Trey Hansen, Carter Hansen, Carson Preister, and Gabe Larson out there for the Tanagers. And if you're wondering about the Tanager girls, they lead Mitchell 25-13 with 3:10 to go in the third. Trey Hansen goes in, kicks it out to Carter Hansen. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. Rebound, and that will be it. That does it for the first quarter. Vermillion will lead at the end of one, 22-10 on the Masaba scoreboard. We'll be back with our second quarter after this, after these messages from our Vermillion sportscasters.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermillion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ Fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermillion, South Dakota.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank in Sioux Falls, where the Tanagers lead Sioux Falls Lutheran by a score of 22-10 after one quarter. Coming out this quarter will be Luke Jensen, Landon Cerny, Gabe Larson, Trey Hansen, and Carter Hansen. Coming out starting on the Central Farmers Cooperative starting lineups for Sioux Falls Lutheran will be Jacob Stubker, Cade Mathis, Braden Willie, Luke Asher, and Camarion Garcia. And Sioux Falls Lutheran starts with possession, but they lose it over to Trey Hansen with the steal, who gets it ahead to Gabe Larson. Larson up and no good. Rebound into the hands of Trey Hansen. Hansen with the rebound, Hansen with the steal. Gets it out to Luke Jensen for three, and that is nothing but net for Luke Jensen, making it 25-10. Another steal by Carter Hansen. Can't get it, but gets his own rebound. Goes up and no good. But he will get fouled, and so he will go up. Again, that is 4 steals on the night for Carter Hansen. So Carter Hansen's first free throw is up and good. Remember last year, I can't remember, I can assume Carter Hansen hit some huge free throws. So hitting free throws not opposed. And so right now it's 26-10. Scoreboard's not quite keeping up. So 26-10 with 7:33 to go here in the second quarter. Carter Hansen to shoot his second free throw. And that is no good. But there is a steal by Carter, up with the right hand and in. So 28-10 now in favor of Vermillion. There's a cross-court pass. Braden Willie with it. Now it's Abbott Moeller. Moeller spin move, drives in, gets it out to Rowan Becker. Becker for three, no good. And Gabe Larson knocks it out of bounds, so the clock will stop with 7:08 to go here in the second quarter. So in there now, Sam Borg along with Rowan Becker, Owen Gilster, Cade Mathis, and Abbott Moeller. They do get the ball in. So 7:05 and counting, 28-10 lead for the Tanagers. So they have outscored them 24-5 since that timeout taken by Coach Jay Drake. Here's Moeller, drives in, kicks it out to Mathis for three, no good. Rebound, Carter Hansen, that's his 5th rebound. Hansen gets it down low to Cerny, nope, stolen away. And Hansen, no, Luke Jensen with the steal off of Trey Hansen. So 6:30 to go. Hansen up and under and good. That's 30-10 in favor of the Tanagers. As Trey Hansen hits his 4th field goal, he has 8 points. Here's Cade Mathis, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Landon Cerny. Cerny pushes ahead, gets it to Carter Hansen. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. 6:10 to go. So the foul's on Rowan Becker. That's his 3rd personal. 2nd of the half, or the quarter. So inbounding will be Landon Cerny. Out there with Trey Hansen, Carter Hansen, Gabe Larson, and Luke Jensen. So here's Trey Hansen. Over to Gabe Larson. Carter Hansen pull-up jumper is good. 32-10, Vermillion leads now. 7 points for Carter Hansen to go with 5 rebounds and 4 steals. And they do get the ball across to Owen Gilster. Here's Camarion Garcia. Here's Gilster, or Mathis, sorry. Rebound there to Carter Hansen. Hansen driving, up, and good. And that is going to be a foul as well. So Carter Hansen now with 9 points. He'll go to the line to shoot a 3rd, go for the and one. Makes it 34-10. As Braden Willie and Jacob Stubker come back in, Abbott Moeller and Owen Gilster check out. That was Abbott Moeller's 3rd personal. So 5:39 to go here in the second quarter. Carter Hansen, no, misses, but Luke Jensen with the rebound. Up and in for Luke Jensen. Makes it 36-10. So here's Braden Willie, guarded by Larson. They get it down low to Garcia. Garcia in the paint, up and in for Camarion Garcia. Makes it 36-12. Larson gets it up top to Carter Hansen for a long three, and that is good for Carter Hansen. Might be having some trouble with the free throws tonight, but Carter Hansen is on fire. That gives him 12 points. Here's Sam Borg up and no good. Rebound, Luke Jensen. That's his third rebound of the night. Carter Hansen drives in, kicks it out. Luke Jensen for three again. Luke Jensen with his second three-pointer. He's going to be a force, I think. 42-12 right now for the Tanagers. They lead as Braden Willie brings the ball up, gets it over to Sam Borg. Gets it over to Willie. Willie picks up his dribble, gets it back out to Borg. Borg for a long three, and that is good for Borg. That's his second long three of the night, makes it 42-15 with 4:15 to go. So Trey Hansen brings the ball up. Tries to drive in. He's met there by Cade Mathis. Good defense by Mathis. Pull-up jumper for Trey, though. Yeah, that's hard to defend. That gives him 10 points on the night. And this is going to be a timeout taken by Coach Kent Becker. We'll take a timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. 44-15, Vermillion leads on the Mesaba scoreboard. This is Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermillion Tanagers, the community of Vermillion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermillion.
Are you ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Welcome back to Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout, Vermillion leads 44-15 on the Mesaba scoreboard. Haven't had any replays yet, but those would be brought to you by Pied Piper. Pied Piper celebrating 1 year in Vermillion. Here's Peter Samp. Samp over to Willie. Willie to Borg. Borg drives in, but Carter Hansen knocks it out of his hands. That's into the hands of Cade Mathis. Over to Braden Willie. Willie out to Samp with 9 seconds on the shot clock. There's Sam Borg for a long three. Another long three. That's his third one. Gives him 9 points. And that makes it 44-18 with 3:20 to go. There's Spencer Blanchette for three. And they're going to call a foul over the back on Luke Jensen. Now remember, technically over the back is not a technically a foul, but it is what it is. All right, so that is 1 foul on Vermillion, 3 on Sioux Falls Lutheran. 44-18, Vermillion leads. Sam Borg gets the ball over to Braden Willie. Willie over to Mathis. Mathis brings the ball back to the top of the key. Samp tries to get it in. That's stolen by Landon Cerny with an assist there from Trey Hansen. Luke Jensen for three. And that is his third three. Holy moly. That gives Luke 15 points on the night, makes it 47-18. Luke Jensen could be that fourth player Vermillion's been looking for. Here's Borg, stolen away by Blanchette. Blanchette picks up the dribble, gets over to Trey Hansen, back out to Spencer, over to Carter. Landon Cerny from the top of the key. Yes, for Landon Cerny. His first points of the night, making it 50-18 with 2:17 to go here in the second quarter. So Vermillion's getting scoring from just about everybody. That ball is knocked into the hands of Carter Hansen, giving him 5 steals for the night. Blanchette up and in. giving him 8 points, and 52-18. Vermillion leads with 1:57 to go. So Braden Willie gets it down to Camarion Garcia, sorry. That ball is out of bounds off of Sioux Falls Lutheran. So coming in for the Tanagers now, you have number 10, Cade Roovers, and number 35, Carson Preister. Carter Hansen gets it off to Trey Hansen. 1:45 to go here in the second quarter. Vermillion leads by 34. So again, if that lead stays, that will be a rolling clock in the second half. Ooh, Preister does a nice job of getting to that one. Down low, and he goes up and in for Carson Preister with 1:30 to go. And in the second quarter, and he is fouled up and in, making it 54-18. And he is fouled by, well, not number 62, maybe number 32. We'll assume number 32. We'll assume that was on Owen Gilster because they have 62 up there, but there isn't one on the roster. So Carson Preister looks to add an and one. Free throw up and good. So Carson Preister on the board now. So with 1:27 to go, Owen Gilster with the ball. Vermillion up 37 now. Camarion Garcia gets it over to Dante Johansson. Gets it over to Cade Mathis. Mathis gets it back out to Johansson. Johansson pull-up jumper just short. Rebound there by Preister. So 1 minute to go. Here's Cade Roovers over to Gabe Larson. Carson Hansen down to Carson Preister. Hansen up with the right hand, no good. Rebound there by Owen Gilster. So less than a minute to go. 55-18, Vermillion with the lead. Dante Johansson down low, gets it over to Camarion Garcia, who drives in, and they are going to call a foul on Garcia. Not a foul, a travel. And that will be a turnover. Turning the ball over to Vermillion. 2.7 seconds more on the game clock than the shot clock. So Spencer Blanchette with the ball, gets it over to Carter. Carter Hansen. Over to Larson. Blanchette in the corner. Pull-up jumper is up and good for Spencer Blanchette, making it 57-18 with 19 seconds to go. Here's Sam Borg for a long three. No good. Carson Preister off to Carter Hansen. Carter Hansen with 7 seconds to go. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Carter Hansen, it looks like. So 4 fouls on Sioux Falls Lutheran, 2 on Vermillion. That is Carter Hansen's first. So with 5 seconds left, Mathis inbounds to Owen Gilster, and they do not necessarily realize that the clock is almost off. But with 0.3 seconds left, Vermillion will have the ball based on a travel. Not much you can do here, so you can pretty much say that's the way the half will end. So Blanchette into Carter Hansen. Long three off the back iron. He almost made me a fool, but he did not. So we'll be back with our Fast Auto Glass halftime show after this. Vermillion leads 57-18 on the Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainsbodyshop.com.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion. Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals are your locally owned and operated ready mix and rental companies available in both Yankton and Vermillion. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? You can also get all your hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more for any job you need to get done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals as your concrete and rental equipment headquarters of Yankton and Vermillion.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Mesaba scoreboard at the half, Vermillion leads 57-18. This is your Fast Auto Glass halftime show. Fast Auto Glass for dependable auto glass repair. All right, well, let's take a look at some stats in the first half. Let's first look at Sioux Falls Lutheran, being led by Sam Borg with 3 3-pointers, so he has 9 points. 4 for Cade Mathis, 3 for Abbott Moeller, and 2 for Camarion Garcia, adding up to their 18 points. For Vermillion, they're being led by sophomore Luke Jensen's 15 points, followed by 12 for both Carter and Trey Hansen, 10 for Spencer Blanchette, 5 for Carson Preister, and 3 for Landon Cerny. Carter Hansen also having 6 rebounds and 5 steals, kind of leading the way. Trey Hansen with 2 rebounds and 3 steals. So, nice job there, all-around game. 2 rebounds for Preister, 1 for Blanchette, 1 for Gabe Larson, 2 for Trey Hansen, 3 for Luke Jensen, and 1 for Landon Cerny. So that's a look at your stats. When we come back, we'll take a look around the state. But right now, Vermillion Tanager girls are leading in the third quarter with a minute 50. Let me just double check here. 39-24 with a minute 39 to go. So Vermillion Tanagers looking really good in Mitchell at the Corn Palace. When we come back, we'll take a look around the state. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, and this is the Fast Auto Glass Halftime Show.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you got to call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio and Vermillion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Tristan Nelson. We're at the half. Vermillion's up 39, 57-18. So that will be a running clock in the second half. It was not always that way, though. About 4 minutes in, Vermillion trailed 5-4, and Coach Jay Drake took a timeout, and since then, obviously, just 52-13 since then. So Vermillion, I don't know what Coach Drake said, and we will ask him after the game, but hopefully he'll be able to give us some insight. But let's take a look around the state at some scores of other action. This is kind of the first full night of games in Vermillion area basketball. Vermillion wins 41-24 over Mitchell. Sioux Falls Roosevelt over Sioux Falls Jefferson 44-42. With 3 minutes to go in the third, 56-28. That can't be right. Sioux Falls Washington leading Sioux Falls Lincoln. That game was supposed to start early, so I have to think that just did not get... Well, not quite sure, but the score says, 56-28. Spearfish beats Belfouche 64-43, and Brookings leads Watertown 55-49 with 1 minute to go in overtime. Huron leads T Area 43-39, and Sturgis Brown leads Custer 34-24 at the half. The Harrisburg-Yankton game is going to be rescheduled, and Rapid City Central and Aberdeen Central, no score update. In Class A, Buffalo, Wyoming defeats St. Thomas More 50-47. Kadoka Area over Hill City 39-30. Spearfish over Belfouche 64-43. Hamlin over Groton Area 44-41. Wagner over Winner 71-57. Beersford over Baltic 68-30. Irene Wakanda over Bon Homme 42-32. And Parkston over Tri-Valley 51-33. Sioux Falls Christian defeats Lennox 46-33. Elgin Lake Benton leads Esteline Hendricks 14-13 at the half. And Bennett County leads Little Wound 51-9 at the end of 3 periods. And in Class B, Harding County beats Newell 74-23. Edgemont beats New Underwood 48-44. Kadoka Area beats Hill City 39-30. Lemon beats Timber Lake 57-28. Castlewood over Wabash Summit with 2 minutes to go in the third, 41-15. Del Rapids St. Mary 63, Howard 24. Centerville leads Canastota 52-18 with 3 minutes to go. And Coleman Egan leads Arlington 51-41 with 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Dubrick Area beats DeSmet. Irene Wakanda again leads Bon Homme. Northwestern leads Warner 18-12 at the start of period 2. And those are all the score updates that we have. We are getting ready to start period 3 here in Sioux Falls, as Sioux Falls Lutheran trails Vermillion 57-18. So, Vermillion will start off. They're wiping off something off the court. I don't know if it was sticky or slick, but neither one works well for basketball. So the Tanagers will inbound. They will start as I will get the fast auto glass off here. They will start the third quarter with their normal starters. It'll be Trey Hansen, Carter Hansen, Luke Jensen, Gabe Larson, and Landon Cerny. Luke Jensen, maybe the surprise of the night, not quite sure. But here we go, and it will be a rolling clock. I do apologize, I was sneezing there. I'm sneezing a little bit more. Thank you so much. I think I'm allergic to Carson here. But no. You know, he put something in my soda. Carter Hansen, no good. Rebound to Samborg. And that ball is going to be out of bounds. Samborg stepped out of bounds. Man, I got sneezes going galore here. Holy moly. Carter Hansen with the short jumper. Holy moly, I do apologize. Making it 59-18 with 7:06 to go here in the third quarter. Abbott Moeller drives in, kicks out. And they're going to call a travel on Rowan Becker. So Carter Hansen now has 14 points to go with his 6 rebounds and 5 steals. 6:45 and counting again. It's a rolling clock, more than 30 points. 30-point lead for the Tanagers. Oh, they try to get it down to Carter Hansen. No, to Luke Jensen, but it's just a little too far out for him. So that ball will be turned over to Sioux Falls Lutheran. Inbounding for Sioux Falls will be Owen Gilster. To Abbott Moeller out there with Braden Willie, Sam Borg, and Rowan Becker. And that rebound to Carter Hansen, that is his 7th rebound of the night. And he drives in, lays it up, unsuccessful would be a better way to put it if I could talk. Here's Rowan Becker. Oh, nice steal by Landon Cerny. Cerny going up for the lay-in, up and in. So Cerny with the scoop and score, essentially, making it 61-18, 5:50 to go. Nice job by Rowan Becker, just cannot complete it. Rebound there to Luke Jensen. Here's Carter Hansen into the lane, down to Gabe Larson, and Larson is going to be fouled on the shot. So Larson will go to the line to shoot 2. As the clock will stop with 5:33 to go. Larson looking for his first points. First free throw is up and good. Larson is on the board, making it 62-18. And so that shot goes in as well. And so just in case you were wondering, the clock only stops for timeouts and for the shooting of free throws. Otherwise, that running clock will continue to run. Here is Rowan Becker driving in. Nice move, up and in, and fouled. Nice play by Rowan Becker. As I was talking, as Carson and I were talking earlier, this team's very young. They're going to be very good in a year, maybe 2. A lot of young talent here. So 63-20. With 5:12 to go, as I said, the clock stops for the free throw. Becker looking to add the and one. Free throw up and good. Rowan Becker with his first points of the night makes it 63-21. And a nice steal there by Braden Willie. Gets it ahead to Sam Borg. Borg up and blocked by Carter Hansen. Hansen drives in. And he is going to be fouled on the shot. So Carter Hansen with a block. That foul will be called on Rowan Becker. That is his 4th foul. Second team foul. So 63-21, Vermillion leads Sioux Falls Lutheran. The scoreboard operator did not get that free throw by Rowan Becker. And that by Hansen, Carter Hansen up and good with the free throw, making it 64-21. So Carter Hansen's second free throw up and good. Turnaround jumper for Rowan Becker. Oh, no good. Rebound to Larson. I did not see who made that. Dang it. So that is a three-pointer for Rowan Becker. With 4:16 to go. Makes it 67-24. And there's a steal for Sioux Falls Lutheran. Here's Abbott Moeller, kicks it out to Braden Willie. Willie for three, no good. Rebound Gilster up and no good. Rebound Carter Hansen. That is rebound number 8 for Carter Hansen. Hansen for three, and that is good. Carter Hansen hits a three, making it 70-24. And that timeout will stop the clock at 3:40. We'll take a timeout as well. Timeout's brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 70-24. We'll be back right after this.
Slumberland Furniture in Yankton, the place to shop for your next new mattress. Find brands like Stearns & Foster, Nectar, and the hottest selling mattress, Purple, measured for your comfort and a dream-laden night's sleep. There's the new Adapt by Tempur-Pedic as well. Slumberland Furniture has Flex Steel furniture too, comfy and classy. That's Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway, Yankton. Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design-build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout, and that was Landon Cerny that made that shot earlier, making it 70-24. So 3:33 to go. They get the ball down to Cade Mathis. Mathis kicks it out to Rowan Becker. Becker for three off the back iron. Nice rebound by Abbott Moeller. No, into the hands of Carson Preister. Get the ball into Blanchette. Blanchette. So it's Blanchette. And he steps out of bounds. So it's Blanchette, Jensen, Larson, Roovers, and Preister out there. I believe we've seen the last of Hansen, and Cerny. So 2:57 to go. It's Rowan Becker on the right-hand side. Tries to get a cutting Cade Mathis. Unable to. That gets the ball into, stolen away by Luke Jensen. Jensen drives in, and boy, they're going to call an offensive foul on Luke Jensen. So, foul on Luke Jensen gives Vermillion 2 fouls in the quarter. 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. As the ball is into Rowan Becker. Becker's going to be a good player. Rowan Becker, just a 6'1", just a freshman. There's Sam Borg. He's just a junior. They try to kick it into Samp, and that is knocked out of bounds into the hands of Spencer Blanchette. But it was out of bounds off of Sioux Falls Lutheran. So 70-24. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Vermillion leads. Again, the Tanager girls won already against Mitchell. So a minute 50 to go. Blanchette brings the ball up, gets it over to Cade Roovers. Roovers over to Preister. Preister guarded by Samp. Again, this is a Sioux Falls Lutheran team. Mark my words, I think in a year, maybe 2, they're going to be a team that you don't want to meet. I don't know that they'll be a top 8 team, but I think they'll be a top tier team. Blanchette with the pull-up jumper gives him 12 points on the night, making it 72-24 with a minute 24 to go. Rowan Becker over to Abbott Moeller. Moeller, just a sophomore. Good ball handler. Becker for a long three. Ooh, just off. And Nice job by Carson Preister to get the rebound. And that foul is going to be on Abbott Moeller. That is his 4th foul. Wow. So less than a minute to go. Samp, Moeller, and Becker come out. In now, Braden Willie, Sam Borg. I apologize. Luke Asher, Cade Mathis, and looks like Camarion Grace. Yes. Sorry, I couldn't see the number for sure. And so that ball is off. 33 seconds to go. Shot clock and game clock pretty much in the same here in the 3rd quarter. Garcia travels. So 17 seconds to go. Larson gets it into Blanchette. I keep saying Camarion Grace, and it's Camarion Garcia. I think of Marquise Grace. Gabe Larson, long 3 off the front iron. Rebound by Jensen, up, no good. No, sorry. That rebound was by Sean Doan. Sean Doan with the rebound. So that will end the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter ends with the score. Vermillion 73, Sioux Falls Lutheran 24. We'll be back after these messages from our Tanager sportscasters, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family, from pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. As we head into the 4th quarter, Vermillion leads 73-24. But don't let that fool you. This Sioux Falls Lutheran team has a lot of fight, just like their football team did. Never shut out, just a lot of heart and a lot of guts. So they're going to be something here in a few years. All right, they get the ball into Camarion Garcia, back to Braden Willie. If you're wondering about Vermillion's next game, they'll be playing West Central on Tuesday. West Central at the Birdcage. That's a doubleheader, boys, girls. Cameron Bottleson in there now with Grant Rohrig. And that's going to be a travel on Sioux Falls Lutheran. So then also out there you have Sean Doan. Let's see who that other one is. All right, Henry Orr. Just wanted to make sure. So Bottleson, Solomon, Orr, Doan, and Rohrig. Here's Bottleson for 3. No good. Out of bounds, off of Sioux Falls Lutheran. So we're 1 minute in to this 4th quarter, and Vermillion holds a 49-point lead. So we've seen the end of the starters and the prime reserves. Here's Henry Orr down on the block, guarded by Stupkier. Here's Sean Doan for 3, and that is a 3-pointer for Sean Doan. So that makes it 76-24 in favor of the Tanagers with 6:40 to go here in the 4th quarter. Looks like Stupkier may have stepped out of bounds. Or no. Not quite sure. Maybe an inadvertent whistle. But clock still runs. 6:20. Here's Braden Willie on the left-hand side for 3. No good. Rebound there to number 40, Lucas Solomon. Three-pointer there for Henry Orr. No good. Gets his own rebound. Bottleson with a spin move. Down to Orr. Orr in the paint. Up and good. So Orr with his first 2 points and a rebound makes it 78 to 24 with 5:50 to go. Here's Camarian Garcia. Jacob Stupgart for three, no good. And they're bringing in Abbott Moeller, Sam Borg, and Rowan Becker back in for Camarian Garcia, Braden Willie, and Luke Asher. So 5:22 to go. Vermillion leads 78 to 24. Grant Rohrig with the ball. Gets it over to Bottleson. Bottleson. Back over to Doan. And Lucas Solomon drove in, lost the ball. Borg drives in, and that is going to be a blocking foul called on Grant Rohrig. As Borg did not hit the shot, but that will be a foul on Grant Rohrig. That'll be the first team foul of the quarter. And that will stop the clock with 4:53 to go as Borg will step to the line. 78 to 24. Borg has those 3 3-pointers. He now has 10 points on the night, making it 78 to 25. You can tell Borg is an athletic player. You can tell that he has some ability out there as well. Just a junior. So everyone you see here will be playing for the most part next year. Dante Johansson and Luke Asher are the only 2 seniors. And he hits the second free throw, giving him 11 points on the night, making it 78 to 26. Bottleson, bottled up. Yeah, you heard that. Here's Grant Rohrig. Rohrig drives in, pulls it back out. Gets it over to Solomon. Solomon loses control, and that'll be off of him. That'll be into Sioux Falls, over to Sioux Falls Lutheran with 4:23 to go. 78 to 26, Vermillion with the lead. Tanager girls won. Tanager boys are going to win. This is Rowan Becker over to Owen Gilster. Gilster loses control, but it does not go over the line. Here's Abbott Moeller, and they're going to call a travel on Moeller. So 3:50 to go, over halfway through this fourth quarter. We'll see if anybody, we'll see if Coach Drake comes up to talk afterwards. Grant Rohrig loses it, knocked out of his hands by Sam Borg. Rohrig with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Nice crossover, gets it over to Cameron Bottleson. Bottleson loses control to Abbott Moeller. Moeller drives, gets it ahead to Borg, who cannot control the pass. Gets it over to Stupgear. Stupgear back to Borg. Borg for three, and that is good. Sam Borg is a player. Makes it 78 to 29 with 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. So Rohrig brings the ball up, guarded by Abbott Moeller. Over to Bottleson. Bottleson is going to be fouled by Rowan Becker, and that's going to be his 5th foul. And so that'll be the first foul for Sioux Falls Lutheran in the quarter. But that is Becker's 5th personal, and that will stop the clock. We'll see what time they stop the clock. Oh, nope, there are no free throws, so it will not stop. Won't stop, can't stop. Sean Doan inbounding the ball to Grant Rohrig. 2:28 to go. Here's Bottleson. Tries to get it down low to Solomon, but it ends up in the hands of Orr, who cannot hit. Luke Asher with the rebound. Gets it over to Abbott Moeller. Moeller at the top of the key. Gets it into the hands of Asher. Here's Samp. Over to Gilster. Gilster drives in. And that ball is out of bounds off of Camarian Garcia. 2 minutes to go in the game. So we haven't heard anything about weather yet. Hopefully it's not too bad. As Rohrig brings the ball up, Vermillion leads 78 to 29. Bottleson for three, and that is a three-pointer for Cameron Bottleson, making it 81 to 29. Abbott Moeller for three, no, rims out. Rebound to Henry Orr. Minute 22 to go. Lucas Solomon gets it over to Bottleson. Bottleson is fouled by Camarion Garcia. That'll be the second foul of the quarter. The minute 5 and counting, a minute 3. Inbounding the ball will be Sean Doan, along with Grant Rorig, Cameron Bottleson, Henry Orr, and Lucas Solomon. Grant Rorig brings it to the top of the key. 52 seconds to go. Bottleson thought about the 3. Gets it over to Doan, who will take the 3. No good. Rebound to Camarion Garcia. That ball is saved from being out of bounds by Garcia. Into the hands of Abbott Moeller with 35 seconds on the game clock. Into the hands of Samp. Samp over to Garcia. Garcia for 3 off the back iron. 26 seconds to go. Ball is on the floor. Into the hands of Gilster. Gilster up and fouled on the shot. No travel. So the clock will continue to run, and that will pretty much end the game. So Sean Doan will inbound to Grant Rorig. Rorig will just walk it up, and Vermillion will win their season opener 81-29 over Sioux Falls Lutheran. Nice job by Sioux Falls Lutheran, never giving up, never giving up. And so we will be back with our First Dakota National Bank post-game show. Hopefully we'll have an interview with Coach Drake, and we will be back with that right after this. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, alongside Tristan Nelson on Vermillion, streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermillion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermillion.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls. Brought it back here because I wanted to make sure that we saw the prayer circle as they are getting together to pray at Center Court. Obviously, it's Sioux Falls Lutheran, a Christian school. So appreciate Vermillion joining in with that as we do a moment of silence. There we go. So again, we'll be back, Coach Drake, hopefully, when we come back with our post-game show right after this.
Remember the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion.
At Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermillion.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Being safe means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion wins 81-29 over Sioux Falls Lutheran. Vermillion goes to 1-0 on the season, Sioux Falls Lutheran to 0-1. Well, let's take a look at some stats. Vermillion's leading scorer was Carter Hansen with 19, followed by Luke Jensen with 16, and Trey Hansen with 12, Spencer Blanchette with 12, 7 for... Oh, and we do have Coach Jay Drake here. I'll give him a headset, and we'll get him on his way. So, all right. All right, Coach, how are you doing?
Good.
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 All right, so I'm just going to say, not the best start. You call a timeout, and it feels like everything goes from there.
Yeah, obviously, you know, it's one of those things where probably in my 17 years, and I might have said this in the pregame, this is probably from a personnel standpoint and philosophy. Obviously, their new program, new coach this year, don't have much on them, and you know, probably worst case scenario for our group in the program is the JV game got away in a hurry, you know, and they're playing a lot of younger kids and stuff. So your natural human tendency from a 17, 18-year-old kid is you see the JV game go a certain way, and you think it's just automatically going to go that way in the varsity game. And even in warm-ups, watching these guys, they're starting five there. The 15 can really shoot it. And, you know, I think we just got off to a slow start. Some of that's, too, is just jitters, first game of the year, no matter who you're playing. I thought we missed some easy ones, but then just we needed to play harder, and you're right. I think we got down, I think they went up 5-4. We called a timeout and then went on a nice little run from there.
Well, and you're right. You know, I kept saying this Sioux Falls Lutheran team, no seniors from the main players. Right. I mean, the ones that we saw. Sam Borg, really talented, shooting from the outside. I thought Rowan Becker showed a lot of ability, both inside, outside. Abbott Moeller, a great ball handler and distributor. Owen Gilster. So they're not a team that doesn't have talent. They just, I don't think, have had a chance to develop it yet. So I think a year or two from now, that's going to be a different story when people see them play.
For sure. And then, you know, talking to their AD beforehand, and his son's an 8th grader that came off the bench and stuff, but he just kind of even gave us a tour of the facilities, and their weight room's unbelievable. He said they're actually building a new gym that in the next 2 years will be off of this one, which will have 3 regular-size courts. The high school they're adding on to, they got so much room out here, but he said they're adding a 2-story high school that will end up overlooking their football field out here with a glass room and everything. They're doing it the right way. They've got a lot of money coming in, obviously, and same thing. And we said this, and it sounds like it. He said within 4 or 5 years, their high school will be about 250 students, which obviously is going to be a solid Class A size school. And they're building it the right way and building with young kids right now. And they're just going to keep getting bigger, stronger. And it's you know, it's hard to put anyone at the Sioux Falls Christian level, but I think being a private school in Sioux Falls, that it's only going to trend up for them.
I think that's exactly right. Well, let's talk about your team. Carter Hansen was your leading scorer. Probably not a surprise necessarily that one of the Hansens was the leading scorer. what might be a surprise to people was the game of Luke Jensen. Not just scoring, but he had some rebounds. He had a steal. He had just an all-around presence for a player who didn't have a ton of varsity time last year, but seems to have had a growth spurt over the summer and just comes back almost looking like a different player.
Yeah, he's filled out. You know, he played C and JV for us last year, was on our varsity towards the end of the year. And what people don't know, I mean, it was one of those things that we got about midway through the season, and you kind of, there's the ups and downs of the season, and obviously we had a nice year last year, but we went through some moments where they were freshmen, but there were a few moments with both Luke and Spencer that I thought about possibly throwing them in there, just see how they would do in a varsity game and stuff, but we ended up kind of feeling that maybe it was too late in the season. And then, like you said, Luke here now probably grew another inch or two over the summer, and he's got in the weight room. He's strong, and he can shoot it. You know, that's the thing. He's 6'5", but can shoot the basketball. And the one nice thing, like you said, I thought was nice for him tonight, kind of bang inside to being physical, boarding the basketball, and like any of these kids, you know, Luke, Gabe, Spencer, you know, even Cade and Carson, these are all their first minutes in varsity, and sometimes you just need one of those games to kind of relax you and get you to feel, hey, I can play at this level, and he did that tonight. And you know, Trent Thomas is another kid that is sick today, but would be in our rotation. We were missing tonight.
Okay. Well, and another player, because I called the JV game as well, just had a great game both ends. Spencer Blanchette just looked smooth out there.
Yeah, he's the young kid. Spencer's a kid. I tell you, he loves the game of basketball, and it'll be interesting as he grows and matures and gets a little stronger. But and we've told our team this, so it's no surprise. But out of everyone in our program right now, from a ceiling standpoint, he's probably got the highest ceiling. And sometimes he gets going a little bit too fast. He's really quick, but you know, he didn't do a lot tonight. But he and Trey handling the basketball, and they both can get in the paint anytime they want. They do it different ways. Spencer just quick as can be. Trey kind of crafty, but both those sophomores had a really nice game tonight.
So you come off this game, and then you face West Central at home. You get to open up at the Birdcage. What do you know, obviously early in the season, but what are you expecting from that match?
Yeah, you know, very similar from our start. You know, I told you how last year we had the South Sioux City game, and we lost that one late, but we won big at South Sioux last year and got a big win tonight. But we just need to get on the court tonight and get a game in. But we're going to find out, for as much as it's nice to go out, get a win, and start the season, we'll find out a lot more about our basketball team. And West Central's probably, it starts with the Mebius kid, who was a second-team all-conference point guard last year as a freshman. He'll be an all-stater this year as a sophomore, and the kid can flat-out control a game at the point guard position. And then they got the younger Cool, who's a junior this year, 6'8", 6'9", and can go inside, outside, shoot a three. They got athletes around them. So they're playing at Del Rapids tonight. It'll be interesting on that score. But there's no doubt Coach Siddig does a nice job, and they feel that they're a state tournament team this year, and they're probably of that caliber. So we'll find out a lot more about our team on Tuesday night.
All right, well, Coach, we'll talk again in the morning for breakfast with the coaches, but congratulations on the season opening win. Once they settled down, they looked really good out there, so hopefully it's going to be one of those seasons.
All right, thanks a lot, Michael.
Thank you so much. Have a great night. Travel safely. All right, well, that was Coach Jay Drake with us. We'll be back as we take a look around the state at some scores, as here the Tanagers win 81-29. We'll be right back after these messages on Vermillion, streaming on YouTube and ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK.
Interior Technicians.
Jerry, baby, I got a great idea for your next commercial. You're in a jungle with a dinosaur, looking for an outlet for your vacuum.
A dinosaur? No, I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning. You know, like office buildings, ensuring happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
Commercial buildings? I think I can work with that, Jerry. I'm going to make you a star.
Oh, my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
It's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/career. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Tristan Nelson, where the Vermillion Tanagers have won 81-29. Let's take a look around the rest of the state as part of our First Dakota National Bank postgame show. Sioux Falls Roosevelt in boys are leading Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls Jefferson leads Sioux Falls Roosevelt 64-52 with 2 minutes to go. Pierre defeats Stevens 52-41. Rapid City Central over Aberdeen Central 61-58. And Brandon Valley over O'Gorman 54-49. Sioux Falls Lincoln defeats Sioux Falls Washington 65-55. T Area over Huron 26-12 with 4 minutes to go. In the second, Spearfish leads Belle-Fourche 35-11 at the end of the first half. In Class A, St. Thomas More defeats Buffalo out of Wyoming. Pine Ridge defeats Cody out of Wyoming 52-48. And Hill City is leading Kadoka area 69-62 with 1 minute to go in overtime. Hanson over Ethan 72-55 with 2 minutes to go in the fourth. West Central leads Del Rapids 48-42 after 3. Aberdeen Roncalli 29-12 over Redfield. Baltic leads Beersford 28-23 at the start of the fourth period. Tri-Valley leads Parkston 14-13 after 1. Lennox leads Sioux Falls Christian. That would be an upset. 38-32 at the end of the half. Hamlin leads Groton area 23-11 with 4 minutes to go in the second. And in Class B, let's just look at some area schools there. Hanson leads Ethan 72-55 with 2 minutes to go. And Freeman defeats Viborg Hurley, who was second in the prep media poll, 57-53 in overtime. Del Rapids St. Mary leads Howard 55-39 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth. And Centerville leads Canastota 30-12 at the start of period 4. Irene Wakanda leads Bonhomme 52-18 with 3 minutes to go. And that would be our look around the state. Well, that's going to do it for us. For Tristan Nelson, I'm Michael Schumacher. And we will talk to you next time, Tuesday night, West Central boys-girls doubleheader at the Birdcage, beginning, I believe, around 6:30. Will be on both ESPN Radio and Vermillion streaming on YouTube. Until then, have a great night and stay safe this weekend on the icy roads. We'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.